Hello friends, welcome to the AI Developer course. I have designed this course for working professional and students who don't have time for 40 hours lectures to learn AI. We have 5 to 10 minutes of micro build task to write code and understand one AI concept every day. We are in module 1. We are learning the basics of LLMs, prompting techniques, and context engineering. Let's have a look at today's micro build task. Today we'll learn about prompt optimization technique that could save our LLM cost by up to 80%. Let's have a look. As always, I would ask you to pause the video here, do some research, and try to write the code yourself. Alright, let's get started. For this particular task, I'm using the Amazon return policy as the dataset. It's a long policy, quite verbose, so that should give us um, a good content for this assignment. We are using a technique called prompt caching. Prompt caching is a technique that many LLM providers are introducing in their API, and it basically tells you if you want to cache your tokens. Cached tokens are charged significantly lower than new tokens. So it gives you a huge amount of savings. It's very useful for scenario like this where we are passing a return policy and we're trying to ask question based on a policy. It's a static document, doesn't change a lot. Caching this sort of information would give you massive savings. Very simple technique. Let's see how to use it. We are again using Anthropic for this particular assignment. We've got a utility function that is loading the Amazon return policy for us. This is where the form starts. In the system prompt, we have just got a very simple prompt that you're an assistant, and we're passing it the whole return policy as it is. We are providing extra metadata here that will prompt or that will indicate the LLM that this should be cached. Let's have a look at the request. We have created our client and we're trying to create a message. We provided our model ID. We have provided our system prompt. We have provided our user query that we will pass when we use this make request utility function. But this is the real key here. Anthropic provides prompt caching not as a mainline feature but as a beta feature. So we will have to provide this metadata for Anthropic to be able to use this feature. Many other LLMs are providing prompt caching. It is mainstream in many of those, and you don't have to pass extra headers. But this is pretty much it to enable prompt caching in Anthropic. Um, your task would be to research other LLM providers and how to enable prompt caching for that. What you do get out of that is the response will start using the cache tokens, and you can look at information on how many tokens did you read from cache versus how many were new tokens. So how do you use it? We pass it the return policy. We have got our system prompt that we created some time back, and then we try to ask multiple questions on the same document. So we've got three questions here. Uh, the first question is obviously going to be the first one, which will use all of the tokens. They're not cached. This is new information for the LLM. Second time when you go for it, this should uh, hit the cache, and you should get most of the answer fetched directly from the cache. The third question is indeed a new question, so it's not just the exact question, but it should still pull significant information from the cache, and it should overall still be cheaper. Let's have a look at it in action. All right. First request, if you can see, input tokens. So we asked the question, is there any cost for returning? The response says that it depends on a particular a few parameters. It is answering us from the document that we have shared. Uh, Tokens 14, cache creation tokens, how many new tokens were created, and how many tokens were read from the cache, none. When we send the same request, you've got the answer there, but have a look here. Now you're reading a huge amount of tokens from the cache. This call should be significantly cheaper for you. And this was the third question, which is indeed a new question, but it is again reading the tokens from the cache, which will be a significantly cheaper LLM call for us. In today's micro build task, we learned about a nice technique to keep our cost under control. Prompt caching, some LLMs also call it context caching, is a pretty handy trick for that. Also learn about beta features in general. Some LLMs have got some nice features, but they're in beta, worth trying out. That's all for today's micro build. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll meet you again with a new micro build task. Thanks.